If you're seeing this, then that means it's Tarot Tuesday. Welcome, welcome. My name is Lara, and today we are getting together to chat about what we have in store for us over the next 7 days. We are specifically working with the energy of August 20th through 27th in 2024. If you're finding this video and it is not that week and it's some other time and it's not a Tuesday, that's okay, because these messages came to find you exactly when they were meant to find you. So you can trust the timing. And this is a general reading, so you will know what messages are meant for you. We're looking at overall energy that the collective of people coming to this video are working with. And so it may not be super specific to what you have happening in your life, but it will be regarding the themes and the patterns and the overall energy that everyone is working with. And this can manifest in very different ways for every individual, and it can also manifest in different ways in different areas of your own life. So all of that, and yes, so you can just trust that you are finding this when you're finding this. You know what's best for you. Take what you like, leave what doesn't resonate. Really all you need is an open heart and open mind, and the willingness to be willing to face the truth. Basically, that's really it, which is, I mean, it's a little easier said than done sometimes. But yeah, so we're going to be diving in with the usual. I have my oracles, my Oracle of Mystical Moments, as well as my Spicy Oracle, and then we'll be really getting into the tarot, and we'll talk a little bit about the astrology that's bringing us into the week as well. So what we have happening is, yesterday we had a super blue full moon in Aquarius. So the moon is going to appear full, I think, for like 3 days. It appears much larger, much brighter, much closer. This particular kind of super blue full moon, because there are blue moons, there are super moons, there are full moons. This is all combination of that together, specifically in this like stew of everything else that's going on. So it's really intense energies. Full moons already are a lot about the harvest, about, you know, clearing what's not working, reassessing the plans, the intentions that you set out from the new moon, and moving forward with the rest of the moon cycle. So that's already a lot. This particular moon is a lot around releasing and stepping fully into your power and your authenticity. Aquarius is very, interestingly enough, Aquarius is a big humanitarian energy, but it is also unique and individual. It's quirky, it's weird, it's not doing anything for anyone else. And yeah, it's a fun energy. But it is a lot, everything is just really intense right now. And with the super and the blue, this is like really amplifying a lot of things. There are a lot of other planets doing a lot of other things. We also currently have maybe 4, at least 3 planets and an asteroid that are all in retrograde. So this is a huge period of reflection as well, learning lessons. Most famously, Mercury retrograde. We're like halfway through, smack dab in the middle of our Mercury retrograde, which is going through to the end of the month of August. So it's a lot. I had someone message me earlier and they were like, what is going on? Because I feel insane. So if that's how you're feeling, it's definitely, there's reasons behind it. And we actually proceeded to have a little bit of a conversation because a lot of my readings, they are astrologically informed, but I like to make sure everyone knows I am not an astrologer. But I love astrology, and so a lot of my work is astrologically informed with those archetypes. But keeping up with what's happening in the sky is like trying to keep up with everything that's coming out on the news. Like, you know, if you are feeling anxious with just the amount of information that's coming at you while you're trying to figure out and navigate these energies, you can also trust that sometimes you just don't need to do it. You just need to sit and reflect and like trust that you're doing what you need to do. There's a time to really like take things in. And then sometimes there's times where you just like surrender to that flow. If you're already on your path, the universe is going to take you whether or not you know what the astrology is. Okay? The astrology is there to sort of be like, aha, so that makes a little bit more sense why when this happened, I had a reaction like this, da, 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 da. But yeah, just especially like right now, trying to keep up is like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Trying to keep up with everything. Yes. So don't be too hard on yourself. Like with all of this intense amplified energy, also for those of us who are really sensitive to the moon cycles, I am one of those people. Like I've been utterly exhausted. The fact that I'm here, like making the videos is like, I'm actually really proud of myself because all I want to do all day long today is sleep. There's a lot like coming into me and I'm processing a lot and, you know, working on letting go of a lot and making space for the new things that are coming in that I'm working on manifesting for myself. So I think we really underestimate how much rest we need within this entire process. So do with that information what you will. And yeah, I think without further ado, like I could continue on about all the astrology that's happening. We're moving from Leo season soon into Virgo season. So the seasons are getting ready to change. Summer is winding down and yeah, but everything's just moving around. So I really feel like, you know, let's just see what the cards have to say today and see what we're dealing with this week. And yeah, are you ready? Okay. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'm gonna pull one of our Oracle of Mystical Moments just to catch a vibe. So let me get a little shuffle first. Firsties. Shuffle. But I will ask, please and thank you, what messages, what vibes, what kind of themes are we working with right off the bat here for this collective that has found this video? Thank you. Oh, I really love this card. This card gives me hope and is intensely meaningful, like personally card for me, but 0909, just saw that. And this card is 11. So we have the Queen Bee. The Queen Bee for me is a lot about confidence. She reminds me of the Queen of Wands in the tarot. She is magnetic. You can see all of the bees that are coming to her skirt. There are bees in her hand. I think the top of her dress is actually made out of bees. Okay? And There's also something in her hair that I can't quite make out right at the moment, but it's sort of this element of like she is utterly still. In fact, there's really not that much going on around her, to be honest. There's some stuff with these flowers here, and there's an indication that there's more growth. But it's pretty much her. It's pretty much her. Let me take a look. I'm going to take a look in the book just to see what kind of keywords they have around this card. Strength, growth, and motherhood is what we're working with this card. Madam Queen Bee is big and strong, yet gentle and mothering. Her skirt is a flower tower, a home for bees that sustain our ecosystem. She gives strength, power, and life to her surroundings. She is Mother Nature. She is responsible for the tulips that send energy into the world and all that grows to know the beauty of each day. Her children are the children of Earth. She nurtures all of us. So this is also like really Empress vibes as well. Mother energy, strength. There's an element of interconnectedness here with the idea of Mother Nature and her nurturing everything around her. Just naturally, just by existing. Okay? So this is like so wonderful. I can see this as something that we are embodying or cultivating this for ourselves in our lives. But I could also see this as like a spirit guide specifically coming in, a mother type energy. If you have felt anxious or worried, maybe you just need some mothering energy right now, and that's here for us, or this week. So again, like being really gentle with ourselves, right? You have to be really gentle when your skirt is made of flowers and there's bees all around you. Very demure, very mindful. And if you know, you know. Very demure, very cutesy with the bees, okay? Very mindful, okay? All right, let's keep going. Let's get a little spicy. Spice up your life. We're gonna get a few. Let's see, we'll get 3. Is that 3? I've got 3. Perfect. Let's see what we have to say. Yes, okay, so a lot of what we have, so we have we have spoiler alert. You're so my type. And too bad you're not single. So actually, I'm going to switch these around. Spoiler alert. Too bad you're not single. You're so my type. So I'm getting this message of like, whether you want to believe it or not, you are something incredible, right? Like you are this queen bee. You are the creatrix. Okay? With too bad you're not single, I'm really sort of like bringing it back to the bees, right? There are areas, places, and people that you are connected to. You're so my type. This is really speaking to how magnetic your energy is, how attractive you are. If you've been working on any glamour magic, it's working, in case you needed that affirmation. I don't know what to tell you. I just say the things. That's all I know. But I'm really sort of feeling like, yes. And with the energy of the Aquarius full moon is like, get over yourself. You are unique and you are special and you are loved. You are a type that people want to be around, to be a part of. Get over whatever it is that's telling you you aren't this boss babe. It's not demure to pretend anymore. It's not cutesy. It's not mindful. Okay? What's demure, what's cutesy is for you to accept who you are and step into your full power. And let it all just come to you, baby. Let it all just come to you. Because also bumblebees, they are attracted to these flowers here, right? But they take the pollen and fertilize the flowers. I feel like that's pollinate. Hello. They pollinate. That's the cutesy way to say it. Fertilizes, not cutesy and not demure. But the bees come and then they pollinate. They come here, they go over there. So I really feel like this is, this week is like about getting really real with yourself, but in a very gentle way. Okay? Because the mothering energy and stepping into that enigmatic nature that is you. That uniqueness that is you. Okay? It's not for anyone else because it's yours. Wow. That's pretty big already. That's pretty big already. All right. So what are we going to do with that information? Let's go ahead and dive into our tarot. Give a little shuffle here. Because what is this going to look like? How is this going to manifest for us over the next 7 days? Please and thank you. If you could give us some insight, what messages do you have for us? There's one card. I'll take 2 more if you don't mind. Also, you know what? Not for nothing. Oh, there's one. I'm going to take that one. I don't know. I'll get one more. Also, not for nothing, the thing about like the reason I didn't really dive into all of the astrology that's happening, number one, is because like I can barely keep up with it, but also there is so much going on in the last few videos I've made. If you've been watching them, they are just stupid long, and I think it's just because I'm talking about all the planets that are like doing things. All right, come on, let's get serious. I just need one card. Thank you. I see. Is it that one? Yeah. Okay. Great. All right. Okay. Sorry. There was a lot of chatter. Okay. Let's see what we got. How interesting. Yeah. Okay. Let me look. Okay, this is kind of big. Let me just sit for a second. I'm gonna be right back. Alrighty, let's do it. Let's just do it. Okay, so we're gonna start at the bottom of the deck with our Shadow card. This card representing our subconscious mind. So we have the Tower. This card has a reputation for being like pretty scary. It scares a lot of people. It is a card of seemingly chaos. It is a card of disruption. Moreover, though, it's a card of enlightenment. This is the lightning strike that tears down. I think this is like a tree. I don't really know what it is. But it takes down what was there, because what was there was no longer serving you. There is something that needs to go. Again, we're talking about this super blue full moon energy. This is literally going to come like a lightning bolt. It is coming from inside of you, because we're talking about our shadow card. So a huge shift is happening for you under this moon. It is meant to shake your shit up for a reason, because none of this is stable. None of this is working anymore. Okay? We see the monarch butterflies here. This is a huge symbol of transformation and change. The squirrel is here with the acorns. So I'm also, because squirrels bury their nuts in all different kinds of places. Sometimes they forget where they bury them, and certain things start to grow. So maybe there's something that you planted that you forgot about, and it's like, this is not serving you. It's hindering you in some way. It needs to be cleared out. That's a possibility. But the full moon is the time to do it. And if there was any full moon, it's this one. I mean, this one is really just like ripping all of those masks off of like false identity for everyone. You know, it's time to get real about who you are, really, truly, not how you want to be perceived, not how you think you're supposed to look, not who you're operating as because you're afraid someone's going to judge you, or you're ashamed of who and where you are in your path. Huge change and transformation is coming. With the Three of Pentacles, this has to do with collaboration. This is cooperations. This can generally, because it's Pentacles, we're talking about work relationships, finding harmonious collaborations, working as a team. We've got that theme also with the bumblebees. Okay? And because this is behind within the shadow position, I'm feeling like this could also be subconscious. What pieces of you are you working with? Now I'm hearing shadow work, because a lot of like integrating the shadow is finding these different elements of self and learning how to work with it, transforming it. That part of you that you think needs to stay locked away actually holds some wisdom and could be moving you towards greater opportunities and abundance and connection. But in order for this to shift, we have the Five of Cups. So there's a lot of disappointment, grief that's being let go of as well under this, around the disappointments in the connections that we've had before. It's really time with the Eight of Pentacles, this is a card of self-mastery. So it's time to, you know, and I don't, actually it's not time to, but I think you've already been doing this. It's more deepening the skills, the craft. And with the all of this in the shadow, we're talking about self-mastery. Okay? Whoo! And the Nine of Pentacles peeking out. On the bottom is underneath all of that. Woohoo! Dope. Okay, let's keep going. Because what does that mean? What is that gonna look like for us as we walk through our week? We have the Ten of Swords. In the reverse position. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse position. And we have the High Priestess. So this, so much is going to be revealed to us by the end of the week. Coming from our inner knowing as well. This is, you know, because of it's the High Priestess, she sits at the threshold. She is the guardian of the threshold between the veil, at the veil between this world and the next. The subconscious. This is wisdom, inner wisdom. That sense of just like knowing, like, I don't know how I know, but I know. Intuition. There's more to be revealed by the end of the week, for sure. At the beginning of the week, we're working with the Ten of Swords energy in reverse. So I could see this sort of playing out for people one of two ways. Or maybe a combination. I think, so we're definitely walking away with sword energy. This could be thoughts, thinking patterns. This could be like releasing, releasing. I'm just going to leave it at that. Releasing. But the Ten of, you know, if we look at it up in the upright position, the Ten of Swords, someone is walking away off into the distance. It's a little dramatic looking here. You know, it's kind of like it's giving riding off into the sunset, even though they're not riding on anything. But it's moving away from a chapter that's no longer serving you. This particular card with the birds also is giving like very intuitively led. I think in the reverse position, one of the ways that this could manifest could potentially be like whatever ending is before you is being illuminated under this moon. Maybe it's not, maybe you're going to realize that the way to walk away is not to make a dramatic like movie exit, end credits. Maybe it is just to walk away. Maybe it's not the big deal that your ego wants to make it. Even still within that, whether this is separate or sort of together, along the lines of not making it the big deal that your ego wants to make it, you know, you can decide how much energy you want to put into things. a lot of times we decide, whether it's conscious or subconscious, we decide to make things more painful or more difficult for ourselves. So can you just let go? Can you just let go? Can you just let go? And I think, interestingly enough, within that letting go, with the Queen of Pentacles, I think there's going to be a real compulsive desire or need to try to fill that space. I'm picking up like on overindulgence in some kind of way. Maybe you are, maybe you're going to realize that, like, by closing this chapter, you actually start over indulging or over investing your energy into something else. Maybe you throw yourself into your work, because we're talking about pentacles. Maybe recognizing where we're not taking good care of ourselves because of this ending that we need to walk away from. Perhaps your food is tricky right now. Maybe you're not eating very well because of this walking away. There is, I think, and then like pulling it together with the Queen Bee is, and with the Queen of Pentacles, despite the fact that she's in reverse, in the upright position, she's very nurturing, she's very loving, she's taking care of everybody, she's taking care of herself. In this position, we're talking about not being able to do that in a balanced way. So, but the underlying theme of like queen, mother, is still here. So despite whatever you're noticing, like if you're like, oh, I'm leaving one thing and I'm running into something else, this, right, because it's like not the devil card. So, know that the best way out of it is to love yourself. And this is all a part of what needs to come up for you to tap into. You have strength and reserve inside of you to move through this energy and to let all of this fall away. Does that make sense? I hope so, because that's kind of what I've got. I don't really have anything else to say. You're going to have to let me know how it goes and if this makes sense. Again, I really, with the High Priestess, so much more is going to be revealed. I get ready for aha moments. Aha moments that aren't the drama, right? We see this card and we're like, oh, it's dramatic. It is dramatic, but maybe it doesn't, your emotional reaction maybe doesn't have to be. So anyway, that's what I see for this week. We'll see how it plays out. And know that you are the Queen Bee. And, you are love, and love yourself, mother yourself. Big emphasis on mother energy in this reading, for whatever that is worth. So also, if maybe feeling like there is mother, like spirit guide energy coming in, if that resonates for you. Anyway, that's what I've got for you today. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Please let me know. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe, share it. I love hearing how things are going for you. And it's honestly, it's really helpful for me. If you're interested in more about me, what I do, services that I offer, I'm up to all kinds of things. But all that information is in the description box below this video. So you can go check that out, connect with me, work with me. If you have questions, feel free to let me know. But that is our Tarot Tuesday reading. So, as per usual, stay safe out there. And I will see you on the other side.